Hello, lovely people. I am coming to you today to let you know that losing weight is about much more than just a workout plan and your nutrition. It is literally ram-packed with other factors that if you're having trouble losing weight, I want you to, take a moment to consider, because so many people will just go to a trainer but completely, not focus on the nutritional aspect, right? Or some people will, only focus on nutrition but not look at the rest of the package in terms of wellness. So, your stress management strategies or your workouts, even for that matter. We're so kind of conditioned to look at one thing at a time, one symptom at a time, and try to fix that we don't look at the bigger picture. And then we wonder ultimately why we're not successful. So I've got a few things that I want to talk to you about today that you might not be considering, even though you're having trouble losing weight. Number one is your gut. Okay, it's a little brain stuck in your stomach that controls a lot of the functions in your body. And if it is compromised in any way, which can happen from, chronic stress, it can happen from being on birth control, it can happen from taking antibiotics, so many different things, even from an injury, that you sustained in your torso somewhere, it can really affect your digestive system. And so it's really worth taking care of, because if it is compromised, your stress hormones are going to be all over the place. Your blood sugar could be all over the place. Your immune system might not be functioning properly. And, you might be treating a thyroid problem without treating an underlying cause, which might just be leaky gut or something. And you're not going to fix the problem. And it's going to cause you to be spiraling in, unsuccessful measures for a really long time. So what you need to do is actually go through an elimination diet. Do it for real and fix your gut lining so that you can actually see, some progress in the other things that might be bothering you, okay? This includes things like eczema and acne. All of those things are actually symptoms of an underlying gut problem. So if that is you, take measures to, get your gut under control and have a healthy immune system. Secondly, let's talk a little bit about insulin. So many people have abused their bodies with carbs for so long that insulin resistance is a big deal, right? What insulin does is shuttle sugar into your cells. And if it isn't functioning properly, then that doesn't happen. And then things like diabetes happen on the far end, right? So you need to start taking measures to balance your blood sugar. And often that means no carbs for quite a while, like 3 weeks. Cut them out so that you can reset your body's natural responses and hormonal responses and try to rebalance your blood sugar, okay? Next is your stress levels. So many people, these days we're surviving on that fight or flight sort of nervous system, and we're not taking the time to actually serve our other, rest, digest, recovery system, right? There's those two kind of nervous systems that we play off of. And if you're constantly in your fight or flight, what that means is you're stressed. And when a stress hormone gets released, that what it does is pump sugar into your bloodstream. Why? Because you're going to fight or you're going to run away. That's what the point of it is, right? But if you're just chronically stressed because, your boss has said something to you, or you got in a fight with your partner or whatever, then you've got this high blood sugar, which means high insulin. And then you start that process of unbalanced blood sugar and, the repercussions of that, which is, love handles in the short term, but potentially diabetes in the long term, and all of the awful, side effects of having, those kind of problems. So it is worth it to take some time to de-stress. And, I tell people to do that all the time. They just go, yes, of course, I'm going to do that. But if you're wondering why you're not losing weight and you're a total stress case, this is why. It's just not going to happen. Fat is not going to come off of you. Instead, on the opposite end, it's going to get stored on you way more. It's just how the body functions. Lastly, let's talk about something that, some people suffer from, and that is anemia. If you are anemic, then the straight up fact is that oxygen is not getting to your cells, which means you cannot create energy. If you're not creating energy, how are you going to lose weight? It's just not going to happen. So go and get it checked. Okay. So those are a few things that might be influencing whether you are losing weight or not that you're not thinking about, because we're just going to, the local gym to hire a trainer, spend a ton of money and hope that that's going to help. But the truth is you got to get to the underlying stuff, right? So focus on those things. If you have questions about anything, just message me, like the video, comment below, and I will help you, guide you, point you in the right direction to get you some help, because you should be reaping some rewards from the efforts that you're putting in. If you want to lose weight, there are ways to do it. You just need to know what might be, halting you or limiting you in your journey. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Like the video, share it if you think somebody else can benefit from it. Otherwise, happy discovering what is actually limiting you.